Hi guys, this is Sudhakar and welcome to Naresh IT. Okay, so in the last video session, we discussed about altering operations, and I said to you, altering operations, what kind of modifications I can do it on table structure. Okay, so now last session we discussed, okay, so alter command was going to perform the 4 kind of operations on adjusting structure of the table. Okay, so what kind of operations here means, first one, how to change data type and also size of data type. Okay, is the first operation. I can do it on my structure of the table, and later how to add a new column to the table. In the same to same, how to change a column name, and finally how to drop the unwanted columns from the table. Okay, so these are the 4 operations I am going to perform by using alter command. Okay, so now let us see here, the previously we discussed and we created one table. Okay, the table what it is here, the employee table I was created. Okay, so I was created employee table with some columns. Okay, so now this is one table what we created in last session, employee, and if I am going to so expand here. Okay, so once you can see the columns folder, once you want to expand now, and you can see that. Okay, so now these are the required columns what we created in the last session. Okay, so employee ID and name, salary, age. Okay, and these are related data types I was given here: integer, character, money, and int. Okay, so now you know every column by default it was accepting null values. Okay, that is a common for RDBMS products. Okay, so now what I want to do, so initially I was created a table with 4 columns. Okay, and different data types I was taken there. Okay, so now what I want to do on this table, okay, on these columns or table columns, now I'm going to change some modifications. Okay, so what kind of modifications means, I already said to you, the modifications are, okay, so these are our modifications what we will go to perform. Okay, so now one by one we can see this, but what it has happened before I want to perform the above 4 operations, okay, on adjusting table structure, then I need some commands here. Those commands we called as a subcommands of alter. Subcommands of alter. So these are some subcommands are there, okay, of alter command. So first I will go to give here the subcommands one by one, and later we will check out how to use. So in this, my first subcommand was, okay, okay, alter column. Okay, so this is my first one. Okay, is a one command, and later second one was there here that we called as a alter add. Okay, is a second command, and the third one we are going to use my third operation. Okay, so this is sp underscore, okay, rename, and the fourth operation we called, okay, so that is called a alter drop command. Okay, so these are what we called here, these are subcommands of alter command. Okay, so by using these 4 operations, I am going to perform the above 4 operations what we discussed here. So changing data type and size of the data type, adding new columns, changing column name, and dropping your unwanted columns. Okay, so let us see one by one. First I will go for, we will work with the alter column. Okay, this command basically we are working with whenever you want to change data type of a column, otherwise size of data type of a column in existing table, then you can use this alter column subcommand. Okay, so now I just give it here the whatever I was taken here. Okay, so this just I am going to take here my information, this command for which purpose I am going to using. Okay, that information I am going to passing now. Okay, so now I am passing here. So this command is used to change data type and also size of the data type. Okay, so now, but what is the syntax here? So now I will go for syntax now. Okay, so my syntax was, okay, my syntax was here. Okay, alter table, and you just pass your table name, and after passing your table name, then you can go for again alter, okay, column. So column is a predefined keyword, you just as it is, you just take it here, and later I can send my column name. So that means which column data type and size of the data type do you want to change, that column name should be give it, and later after that I am going to passing here my new data type. Okay, I am passing here new data type with the new size, with the new size. So this is what it is here, how to change a data type and how to change the size of the data type of a particular column in the table. Okay, so once again you can check here the syntax here, alter table table name, alter column column name, new data type with the new size. Okay, so based on this syntax, what I am doing here, I am going to take one example. Okay, I am going to take one example in my data table. So now data table, first I will go to show you the data table with some columns are there here, then you can see these are the columns. Okay, so these are the columns, and now you can check out here, I want to change my e-named column data type, I am going to changing now. Okay, but initially e-name data type, what I was given here, character. Okay, I was given here character, char data type with the size is 100 I was given there. Okay, sorry, 10 I was given there. Okay, so now what I want to do here, this char data type I want to change. Okay, so as well as and 10, the size whatever the 10 I was there here, the 10 I want to modify. So now the two things I am going to modify here at a time, one is data type and also size of the data type at a time, the both I am going to changes. Okay, so how to change here, careful observe. So now I am going to write my syntax. Based on the syntax I will go for example. Okay, what is our syntax here, alter table. So table name means here my table name you can check out. Okay, so what is my table name here, employee. Okay, so in employee table one of the column data type I am changing. Okay, so that is the mean. So now alter table, the table name I just take it here, employee, and same as usual alter column, I said it is a predefined keyword, and which column are you changing here, the column is e-name. So e-name column are you changing. Okay, so now I will take now, so e-name, my column name is e-name. So initially on this column I applied character data type, but this time I am going to taking here varchar of the size initially 10 size, but now this time I am going to increase my size with the 50. Okay, so this is what it is here, how to change data type and size of the data type. So now later what I want to do, this complete statement you just select and come to execute your execute button, that already you know. So now we can see this. So now I am going to take here to check out now. So execute option was there. Okay, this is my execute option. So on this option, okay, I just click. Once I click on here, okay, so cannot find, yes, so cannot find the object employee because does not exist. So why? Because it was happened, I selected here my database. What is my database here? My class, but our table was having, in which database our table was having here, can you see this? So now employee, but employee table was having in the database what now, my demo. So that's what I want to do now. Now I want to change my database name, so that's why I'm going to change here my demo I was selected, you can see. So in which database your table was there, first of all you just select the database. Now I'm going to select it here my demo. So after selecting my demo, then you can see to select your entire query statement and to execute now. So this time what has happened, command completed successful. After command was completed successful, okay, then you just come and see this. Okay, once I want to refresh my employee table and to open it and to open your columns folder, and you can check. So now can you observe here, so now e-name, so now e-name, okay, e-name column, initially this column data type was char and with the size 10, but now my data type was changed as a varchar and with the size how much here, 50. So that means data type and size both are we change it. Okay, so this is the way to change your data type and the size of the data type. Okay, this is my first altering operation on the table. And the second one, what we discussed in second one, okay, how to add a new column to the table. Okay, so for this purpose I am going to need my another, okay, another alter operation I required for this. That alter operation we called as a alter add. Okay, so this is my second operation to perform whenever you want to add a new columns. So now for this alter add, okay, now I am going to give the definition. So it was used to add a new column to the table. to add the new column to the table. So, this is the definition of your alter add. So, now I am going to give my syntax here. So, I am going to perform your syntax and now you can see alter table, and now I am going to give here table name. Okay, then I can use add and directly I can send my column name. Okay, so which the new column, whatever the new column are you sending, otherwise you can take to easily understanding purpose new column name you can give it. After new column, then definitely every column, okay, every column later I want to give data type, and later it should be needed size. For example, if you want to add a character, if you want to add character data type, then you can must and should be use a size. So that's why I'm giving size here, but size is optional. Whenever you want to add integer data types, the size is not necessary, just you can pass your data type name. But when you put it your character data types, you must and should be need a size. Okay, so now this is the command to add your column. Okay, so now we will see the example. Okay, so when I come to here to see this, okay, once you want to see in your table, we have only 4 columns are there in the table. Okay, so these are the 4 columns are there, but now I am going to adding one more new column to this existing structure. Okay, so for that purpose I am going to write here one more example I am taking now, okay, to add a new column purpose. Okay, so now I am going to adding here alter, okay, table, my table name, you know the table name is employee, and I am using add keyword, add, and column name. For example, you can see employee address I am giving now. So when employee address, actually which data type here, character, so that's why character data type name along with the size you should be mentioned. Okay, so this is to adding. So now after that, after writing this example, you just select this entire query and to go for execution. Now I am going to execute it, command was completed successful. After command was completed successful, then you can see this, then you want to go for, so now here one more, the new column was added into your table. The new column is added into your table. Okay, so now, but remember, whenever you want to add a new column to the existing structure, this new column is always adding at the end of the structure of table only. Okay, but it is not possible like this. So I can't store this column, I can't add this column in between the columns. Okay, it is not possible. So the new column you can add up to 1024 columns you can add it, but every new column is adding at the end of the structure of the table. Okay, so now this is what it is say how to add the new column. Okay, in the same to same pattern, when come to my third operation, what is my third operation here, how to change a column name. But here this changing of column name purpose, okay, we have another sub command of alter that we called as a sp, sp underscore rename. Okay, so now this sp underscore rename I am going to take here, but remember this command was going to use two purposes I am going to using this command. One is changing column name purpose and also changing table name. Okay, so when you want to change column name as well as table name, okay, then you can use this sp underscore rename. Actually, this sp underscore rename is not a command, actually it is a stored procedure we called. Okay, it is a predefined stored procedure. Okay, so this stored procedure we are going to using reusability purpose actually. Okay, but this procedure, by using this stored procedure, okay, we are going to change your column name and table name. But what is stored procedure, that we will discuss in the coming sessions. Okay, so now here this command I am going to using for to change a column name as well as table name. So simple, I can say and table name. Okay, so now, but here when you want to change column name and table name, there are two separate syntaxes are there. Okay, so now I will show you the two separate syntaxes, how to change column name purpose one syntax and how to change table name purpose one more syntax we will discuss now. So now first I am going to showing the syntax to, okay, syntax to change a column name. Okay, this is my first operation. So for this purpose, sp underscore, okay, I am writing here sp underscore rename, open your single quote, remember open your single quote, and pass table name dot, and you can pass your old column name. So which column name do you want to change, that you can go for that. So old column name and after closing your single quote, comma, open your single quote, and you can pass your new column name. Okay, and finally I just kept like this. Okay, so this is the syntax to change a column name. Okay, so now I am going to showing how to change a column name. Okay, so now come to here and we will change our column name. For example, before I want to change my column name, first existing column names I am going to showing now. Okay, so now here observe first column name is EID. Okay, my column name is EID, and second E name. Okay, salary, age and address was there. So now your wish, you can change any column name, okay, as per your requirement. And now I am going to take here, so for example, here E name was there. So now this name, okay, this column name I am going to changing now. So how to change here? So now we will go for to write here. I am going to next command. The next command here I am going to take here sp underscore, the as per the syntax only I am following now, open single quote, my table name. What is my table name here? Employee dot and old column name. So old column name is E name. Okay, so now close and comma, open your single quote, and here I will send now employee name. I am sending here employee name. So now what it is happen here, E name I am going to change as a employee name. Okay, so now later I just select this query and to execute it now. Once I was executed now, okay, so we are getting just cause, we are getting one message. It's not a error, okay, it's not a warning, it's just a cause message. Okay, so what is the cause message here? Changing any part of an object, changing any part of an object name could break scripts and stored procedure. That's I just said now. So sp is not a command, it is a stored procedure. We are taking help whenever you want to change your column name and also table name. Okay, so that's why it is saying that when you want to change any part of object name, then you must and should be need here the stored procedure I required here. Okay, so that's why the stored procedure I am taking here, okay, to changing our column names. Okay, but it is not a warning and it is not a error, so just it is a part of statement. Okay, so now after that you just come your column and refresh now. So once you refresh here and to check out now, and you check out, so now you can see employee name. Okay, so previously it was there E name, but now it was employee name. So that means my column name is changed or not? Yes. So in the way you can change your column name. In the same to same, when come to my table name I want to change. So when I want to change my table name, then I am going to write here another small syntax here. So syntax to change a table name, a table name. So now here in this I am using sp underscore, okay, rename, but this time open single quote, and first I will pass here old table name, okay, and close comma, open, and I am passing here new table name. Okay, so and close your single quote. So this is my what it is here, the how to change your table name. So now later, now I am going to write here to change my table name now, and you can see. Okay, so now I am going to change now. So now you can see this how to change your table name, but before that I just come out to see. Okay, so here I was having here my table name is employee. So this is my table name employee. So now what I want to do, this table name I want to change. So now I'm just come out here, okay, and to write your command now sp underscore rename, open. So old table name, old table name is nothing but existing table name. So employee, close and comma, open single quote. Now I'm going to give here emp. Okay, I'm giving here what now? emp. So now later I'm going to select this query and to execute it now. Once executed, same message. Did you find out here? So same message we got it. What is the message here? Changing any part of an object name could break scripts and procedures. Okay, so but it was over, then I just come out to my demo. So I just refresh my demo and go to your tables and see this. So your table name was changed. Okay, first initially I have a employee, but now this time it was having emp. Okay, so this is what it is here, changing column name and changing, okay, what we say, table name. Okay, so and the next operation is what now? My next one is what now? How to drop the unwanted columns from the table. Okay, so now I just go to my last alter operation, Okay, So this operation or this command is used to change or to drop the unwanted columns from table. Okay. So now for this we have another syntax here there. So now I am going to writing your syntax, and to see the syntax, alter table, and go to give your table name as usual, and later I am using your drop keyword. So drop column, predefined keyword column, and you can pass your column name. Okay. So that means here what it is here, alter table, table name, drop column, column name. So which column do you want to drop from a table? That column name should be pass. Okay. So now let us see example. We will discuss one example. So now I just come to my SQL server and come out here to check your table. So check your table, and now I am going to table EMP. Now this time my table was EMP because the table name was changed. So this time my table name is EMP, and now you can see in EMP table you just go to columns and see this. So I have total how many columns are there here. So I have here 1, okay, 2, okay, 2 and 3, okay. So now we have a 4 and 5. So total I have a 5 columns in my existing table. But now what I am doing here, from this table or from this table I am going to delete, okay, otherwise drop any unwanted column from this table. So now I am going to dropping here. For example, I just go, okay, to drop here. For the dropping purpose I am going to write example. So what is our example? Alter table, table name is EMP. This time my table name is EMP because I want to change it. So now I later drop, and you can go for column and column name, for example E address. Okay, E address I am going to dropping. So once I want to go to execute this query, now command was completed successful. Okay, after command was completed successful, you just come out to refresh your columns and check your required column was dropped. But remember here it is not like that last column only deleted. Okay, it's not like that. You can delete, you can drop any position column from the table. Okay, that's depend on your requirement. So now these are called as a altering operations on existing table. So these are called altering operations on existing table. Okay. So now this is my second command, okay, alter command in DDL operations. Then we have a next command. So next command you can see we finished 2 commands here. One is create command and one is alter command, and one more sp underscore rename also we finished because I already show you sp underscore rename to change table name also now. So the 3 commands are finished, and now we will discuss the last 2 commands. What is here? Truncate and drop. Okay, so let us see now the truncate and drop we will discuss now. Truncate. So generally truncate command we are going to using, for what purpose we are going to using means, truncate command we are using to drop, okay, to drop, otherwise to delete also you can say, okay, no problem, to delete all rows, okay, from the table at a time. Okay. So now, so whenever you want to delete, okay, all rows from the table at a time, then you can use a truncate command. Okay. So why? Because truncate command, the specific record deletions are not supported. Okay, the first point will be remember. So when I am going to using my truncate command, the truncate command used to delete all rows from the table at a time. Okay, but by using truncate command, I cannot. That means what we can say, we cannot delete a specific. Okay, we cannot delete a specific, okay, row from the table. So now it is not possible, remember. So we cannot delete a specific row from the table. Okay, why? Because you have a question, why it is not possible means the truncate command, okay, the truncate command is not supports, okay, so it is not support, it not supports, okay, okay, where keyword condition actually. So why it is not possible means it doesn't support or it not support, okay, where keyword condition. So where keyword condition is not possible, okay, along with my truncate command. So that is the main problem why the truncate command, it doesn't deleted a single or a specific row from the table, okay, because it is not supported, okay, where keyword condition. My point understand now? So now I am going to say it is, so simply no problem, it is not supports where keyword condition. Okay. So now I am going to check out here how this truncate command to use means. So simple, I will go for syntax. Okay, so simple syntax was there for this truncate command. Okay, so now we can see truncate table, and I am going to passing here table name. Okay, so truncate table name, this is my syntax of truncate command, and now I am going to use this truncate command on my table. But here observe, when I come to when I show to my table, I am going to calling my table, select a star from employee. When I call my table here to execute it now, sorry, this employee was not there now, so now emp to execute now. So now you can see in my table I have 4 columns. Okay, so EID, employee name and salary. Okay, but in this table as of now there is no data. So if data was not there, then row it is not possible to appear. Okay, so whenever you want to appear your row, then you can insert some values into this table. Okay, so now I am going to inserting now. For example, I am going to insert, but inserting time I don't know insert command. Okay, so graphically I am going to insert it now. So graphical how to insert means just to come to your object explorer. Come to your object explorer window, and later you just come out and select your table and click right mouse button, and here we have one option. That option is called as what now? Edit top 200 rows. So edit to top 200 rows, this is one option was there. So on this option you just go to click. So now I am going to click on this. Okay, so to insert the values in graphical manner. So now I am going to inserting now, you can see. So now this is my values here. Okay, so now I am going to insert. Now inserted 101. Okay, so A, salary 25,000, age 23. In the same to same 102 BB and 13,000 rupees 20, and 103 C. Okay, I am going to use 63,000, 28 years. Okay, after inserting your records into your table by graphically, you can see I inserted graphically into this, and later I just go to execute. So once executed, what it is happen, your data will be updated into your database table. Okay, so now later, so later I will come out to check to call your EMP. Okay, to call your EMP, then table was displayed. Okay, so now once the data I inserted, then it was showing your rows, the row appearance was available now. Okay, so now what I want to do, so now I am going to delete, so some records from the table, but here I am using truncate command. For example, I am using truncate. So I am using truncate. For example, truncate table, my table name is what now? EMP. For example, if you want to delete a specific record, for example, I am sending here where EID is equals to 102. Okay, so where EID is equals to 102 means, so 102 ID employee data I am deleting. Okay, through truncate command, but it is happened or not, you can check. Now I am going to execute it now. To execute, so what it is saying, error. Okay, incorrect syntax near the keyword where. Okay, so that means what you understand by seeing this example, the truncate command will not drop a specific record from the table. Okay, because where keyword condition was not supported. Okay, so now what I want to do now, so in place of this, okay, later you can see your table. If I call my table, then you can come out here to check your record was deleted or not. Deleted? Not at all. Okay, so that is not possible. Okay, where keyword, so that's why what I am saying here, this is not allowed, this is not allowed. But the same to same, I am going to using my truncate table, my table name is EMP. When I was use EMP to execute this one and see what it is happened, the command is completed successful. But here at a time the records, whatever the records are there in the table, all records are at a time dropped. Yes or no? So this is the nature of truncate, and we can say this syntax, so whatever the syntax was there here, the syntax is allowed because where condition was not there, so directly I can go to use. Okay, so this is drop. Okay, so what you can say, how to drop your rows from the table at a time, okay, by using truncate command. But here one point should be remembered, when I use truncate command is used to drop your rows. but not a structure. So your structure was as it is. Can you see the structure? Your structure was as it is. The table structure is as it is was there here, but data was not there. Okay, so rows are not there. In the same to same, for example, if you go to your object explorer and see the table was there here. The table was there means table structure was there, but in the table rows are not there because rows are I dropped. So then what is happened here? If you want to drop entire structure, okay, entire structure if you want to drop along with the data or without data, whatever it may be, but once I want to drop my structure of the table, then I can go to use the next final command of DDL operation, that is called as a drop command. So this drop command we are going to using to drop your table. So whenever I want to drop, okay, to drop your table, to drop a table. So but here when you drop a table, what it has happened, complete table was dropping along with the structure, along with the data, whatever it may be. So all complete object is dropping. Yes or no? So for this dropping purpose, I am going to using a small syntax here. The syntax is I am going to say drop, okay, table, my table name, drop table, table name. So now I am using here drop table, table name to drop your table. So now you can see, now you can come out and see here. So now as of now the table was there in my demo database. Okay, but this time what I am doing here, so I am going to using my example. So drop table, table name is EMP. So once I dropped EMP to execute command completed successful. After command was completed successful, you just come out and to refresh your demo, and once I refresh demo and you can go to open your table, now we can see the table was not there. So that means what it is happened here, your entire table was dropped. Okay, so once the table was dropped, in the table data was there or not there, it is not a mine data. Okay, if it is data was there, even though data also dropped. Okay, but whatever we dropped here, this dropping is called a permanent dropping. Okay, so once I drop my table with the help of drop command, then the table permanently dropped from your database. Okay, so these are the complete operations of your DDL commands. Okay, so DDL commands, whatever it was there. Okay, so whatever it was there here, DDL commands, so create, alter, sp underscore rename, truncate and drop commands. So this is the data definition language operations on a table. Okay, so